Honorable delegates, chairs, advisors, and most esteemed guests, my name is Bethany Huang, a senior attending Seoul Scholars International, and it has been my utmost honor to serve as your Secretary General for the first Scholars Model UN Conference. Director General Jian Kim and I started planning this conference in mid-March. Since then, we've planned for this conference for about 8 months. In the process, we cried a lot, we were oftentimes frustrated, and to be quite frank, we didn't expect anyone to put their interest in this conference as much as we have. However, to our surprise, a lot of students worldwide were taking interest in this conference, giving us great feedback. And for that, I cannot thank you all enough. I realized last night, cleaning up all the rooms we have used in the first day of the conference, that our devotion of 8 months has come to an end. And we could not have done this without any of the help and guidance we had received. That being said, I would like to use this time granted to me to thank everyone. First and foremost, my gratitude goes to Mr. Paul Yoon, our former advisor, for telling us, and I quote, "Just do it," after we showed him our plans on a Google document. He put his trust into us even when we did not believe in ourselves. He encouraged us to never lose hope or devotion because of trivial things in the process. Moving on, I would like to thank my secretariat members who have stayed by my side, cooperating and helping me for the entire span of 8 months. I would also like to thank Matthew An from Gyeonggi-Suwon International School once again for providing me with necessary assistance in the course of preparing this event. He has shown unwavering interest and support to this conference up to this day, and I wholeheartedly appreciate that. Last, but certainly not the least, I would now like to take this time to thank all chairs for participating and applying for this position in the first place. Thank you for dedicating your time to facilitate debate and serve as the chair for this conference. The same goes out for all participants as well. Thank you for taking your time to do the research and taking a courageous step towards unity in adversity. There are no words in the dictionary to ever express how thankful I am. No words will do justice. And on the final note, I hope this conference has changed you for the better, regardless of its size. Though we are all tempted at times to conform to the popular opinion, regardless of how steadfast we may think we are, I hope you all know now when to speak up to ensure unity, even in the face of adversity. Though we are all tempted at times to not make waves, it is my hope that you all choose to take the rather unpopular route for the sake of your conscientiousness. It has been an honor getting to meet each and every one of you as the Secretary General of this conference. Although as a senior, this would be my last conference and this would be the last time I serve as the Secretary General, I hope you all decide to participate again next year in ESMUN 2. Whilst I do realize this conference had many tweaks here and there, it is my promise that this conference will only get better as time progresses. Thank you for this opportunity to serve as your Secretary General, and I am standing here because of all of you. As the proud global citizens you all are, I hope you do not stop to achieve unity and stand as a community. Thank you. Moving on, we will now be hearing speeches from the president chairs of each committee to announce who got the Best Delegate and the Honorable Mention Award, along with their experience here in ESMUN 1.
Hello, all members of SMUN1. My name is Richard Kim, the Human Rights Council President. I would like to dedicate a small segment of my speech to my committee team as they made the Human Rights Council possible. Despite my Deputy Assistant President being absent due to her own personal matters that were completely unfair and out of her control, I would like to thank Miro Sanobu for contributing the most she could. However, I would like to show my utmost gratitude to my Assistant President, Sarah. She helped me remain composed and logical despite the many roadblocks we had faced during this conference. I cannot imagine being able to chair for this conference without her help. Most importantly, I would like to thank the delegates of the Human Rights Council, as this conference would have been completely impossible without them. I am incredibly grateful that the delegates assigned to our council showed extensive knowledge of the agenda, patience for the chairs, and gratitude for the presence of each other. The delegates did not argue for the sake of bringing each other down, but to strengthen one another, to ensure that the resolutions proposed by their fellow delegates could truly bloom with refined beauty and practicality. So, like how the secretary team had organized this conference to show unity in adversity, I believe my whole committee has perfectly encapsulated unity with one another despite adversity. However, I would like to mention that 2 delegates showed extreme care, unity, and discipline throughout the conference. For Best Delegate, I would like to award Adele Kavalovskite and Jiun Chong for honorable mention. Thank you, delegates, for truly showing me the beauty of unity, and I believe we can all depart from this conference with more knowledge about the importance of human rights, but more importantly, the importance of us to stand together and to fight against the injustice and unfairness of this world. So all members of the SMUN1 conference, please give a round of applause for each other and especially for the delegates of the Human Rights Council, as I believe they have perfectly represented unity in diversity. Thank you.
Greetings, Admin, Secretariat, Honorable Chairs, and esteemed delegates. My name is Ashlyn, and it was my honor to serve as President of the Economic and Social Committee over the past 2 days of SMUN. Although we had a rough start with quite a large gap between those who actively participated, made speeches, and POIs, and those who spoke more often during lobbying sessions, there were still quite a few good points made. In fact, so many that even I, as chair, cannot name one that stood out in particular. That said, it seemed that all of you had one thing in common. You were hungry, whether it be for food or for more information that may change your stance on the two issues. Day 2 was much better, and on behalf of the Assistant President and Deputy Assistant President of ECOSOC, I would like to thank all of you for putting in more effort into crafting your speeches to be longer than 30 seconds, and suggesting amendments that strengthen the resolution and cause them to pass. If I may be honest, it appears that the delegate of China's intervention prompted, or should I say inspired, all of you to be more courageous in speaking up and inquiring new details. All of those things have led to, and also taking into consideration each of the delegates' participation over both days, the DAP and I would like to congratulate the delegate of Switzerland and award them with honorable mention, and the Best Delegate Award goes to the delegate of United Kingdom. Thank you.
Greetings everyone, my name is Atul Krishna Boben from Sekolah Global Indo-Asia. It is truly unfortunate that we're having yet another online MUN. But with the ever-growing pandemic just exponentially increasing, I would like to thank SMUN team and for adhering the first ever Scholars MUN and giving me the opportunity to be the UNODC president. A special thanks to the two executive board members, Bethany and Jiun. You guys were so helpful and super responsive, and thanks a ton for that. Overall, it was an amazing MUN conference. 2 days of fruitful and amazing debates by the delegates from United Nations Drugs and Crimes Committee, and you all did an amazing job. The fact that everyone participated and stayed confident despite the fact it was your first MUN or you guys were not that confident, it was really fun to watch. Hopefully you guys will join more and more of these amazing MUN conferences in the future as well. Despite all the fun in the committees, this committee wouldn't have been storming without the support of Austin and Minchan, my fellow teammates, the assistant president and deputy assistant president. It was amazing to work with you both, and thanks for being really active and working throughout. And now the most fun part, which is announcing the best delegate and honorable mention. We chose the best delegate, the one to have very good and understanding of the topic with a good character and good leadership. And the award goes to the delegate of Brazil. Congratulations, delegate of Brazil. You did an amazing job. And the honorable mention award also goes to someone with a really good character and also showed understanding of the topic really well. And this award goes to the delegate of Iraq. Congratulations, delegate of Iraq, you all did. Good job. And to all the other delegates, do not be sad that you didn't win an award. Try your best next time, and you guys did a very good job. Thank you for listening.
Dear Honorable Chairs and fellow delegates, my name is Chia Ryu on behalf of the WHO Committee. It has been an honor for me to serve as the President and observe the debates of the committee on the very first hand. And I would like to thank every single delegate for carrying out such a fruitful debate and the Chair and Secretariat for organizing it. We are indeed in an unprecedented crisis with ongoing pandemic, and some may have encountered massive troubles that they have seldom experienced. The theme of the conference was Unity in Adversity, and this reel highlights the problems that the world faces right at this moment, yet it also portrays our resilience that comes with unity. Our first agenda was addressing mental health issues during the COVID-19 pandemic. The mental health issues were evident from the very start of the spread of COVID-19, as people were put in lockdowns where interactions with people, including our closest family members or friends, were limited. Furthermore, as going to the hospital or to the clinic has also been cautious for people, even the term Corona Blue arose to represent the prevalence of symptoms of mental health issues. Thus, it became extremely significant and also necessary for the world to recognize the severity of this issue and come across possible resolutions. The second agenda was identifying measures to combat malnutrition in middle and low-income nations. With poverty being the primary cause of malnutrition, the middle and low-income nations face the issues that come across with malnutrition. It is not only referring to the underweight sectors of the population, but it also addresses the overweight or obese sectors. As the gap between low-income nations and well-developed nations widened even more, it became necessary for people in union to see appropriate measures. In this fruitful debate, I would like to point out to the delegate of Bangladesh as the best delegate, and I would like to thank him for excellent contributions to the debate. Furthermore, delegates of Denmark and Germany, you've been recognized as honorable mentions. Again, thank you, honorable chairs and fellow delegates, and congratulations.
Honorable chairs and fellow delegates, I am Siwon Lee, the President of the Commission on the Status of Women, and it has been my utmost pleasure to have been able to serve this committee. As time goes on, more and more light is being shed on the underlying yet very severe issues that women face in their everyday lives. Whether it be the politicization of women's bodies or the discrimination that they face daily, these issues have become more prominent in the face of our society today. During these 2 days, our committee has focused especially on empowering women through equal education opportunities and eradicating the health discrimination against women. Both these issues are crucial towards equal rights for men and women, and the furthering of our society as a whole. The debate, much like the questions themselves, proved to be intellectually stimulating and overall a very difficult one to come to an agreement on. This debate, of course, would have been impossible without the outstanding delegates and co-chairs of the CSW committee. Although many delegates spoke very little, every time that they made speeches, they brought in very valuable and new insight with each speech, POI, and amendment. I would like to applaud all of you for making such meaningful contributions to our debate. I would especially like to express my gratitude to those who actively participated in debates, as there would not have been a debate without them. I was pleasantly surprised as delegates, even the majority who are new, actively participated in the discussion and resolution writing. I truly hope that your Model United Nations journey only gets better from here. I am also indebted to the Assistant Chair, Lindsay Tsai, and the Deputy Assistant Chair, Haley Song, who directed and organized the committee, both before and during ESMAN. Their help during the last 2 days especially was crucial to the success of the committee, and I would not have been able to last even the first day without them. Now, as the end of the ESMAN conference draws nearer, I would like to announce the Honorable Mention and the Best Delegate. The Honorable Mention Award goes to Delegate of Argentina, and the Best Delegate Award goes to Delegate of Latvia. Both made constant and influential contributions to the debate with each speech, amendment, and POI, and it is thanks to them that the fruitful discussion in our committee was able to be facilitated. Thank you all for such a great and meaningful conference.
Honorable delegates and most esteemed guests of Security Council, congratulations on finishing the first SMUN conference, and well done. I wish to thank all of you for a successful Security Council session. At the outset, I would like to start with a very special acknowledgement and warm thanks to my SC Assistant President Anya and Deputy Assistant President Young Sung for the excellence and professionalism of their work. Our planet is currently facing a number of challenges, ranging from an increase in criminal activity and weapon abuse to a recent rise in global diseases. Despite this awful era, the Security Council delegates have shown unity by banding together to defend the globe and taking tangible steps to secure a safe future. The Security Council's 2-day intensive discussion has completely functioned as a spark for a more secure future with world peace and security. Given SC's unique capacity to deploy peacekeeping personnel as required, I am glad for the chance to lead talks on preventative measures against the use of biological weapons. Furthermore, I was highly impressed by the delegates' joint efforts to propose real solutions to conflict and ongoing political instability. We have promoted unity and diversity in every step in the nations beset by chronic violence and vast criminal networks, as well as the Northern Triangle region, by creating measures and taking consideration. The President of the Security Council genuinely appreciates how all delegates came together to debate key issues from their respective countries' perspectives while working toward a common objective. It was my joy to guide you all in the right direction so that your efforts may be combined in the pursuit of the shared goal for our global community. Delegates, once again, the previous 2 days of intensive debate have resulted in a sense of solidarity as we've all voiced our sincere concerns about issues affecting our society. Thank you so much. Dear delegates of Security Council, my name is Minji Kwan, the President of Security Council Committee. Right now, I will